Shalom, Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakodash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lek up there doing his work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. All right, now I want to get into a quick topic that I wanted to entitle Stay Girded. Okay, stay girded. So with that, I'm going to start off here in Revelations 16 and 15, and it reads, Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. So, you know, you know how they say in the world, they say don't get caught slipping or don't get caught out there. So this is what Yahweh Shah is really saying. He's saying don't get caught out there. We know the times in which we living in. We know the conditions. We know the mindset of our people. We know the mindset of Esau. We know what Esau's bringing down the pipeline. We know that we're at a time of war. So, and how it says in Corinthians, knowing these things ought to be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in? So it's all about that right mindset. It's all about that right mindset. Uh, Not dribbling the ball. Out of bounds. So to speak. Having our minds toward the Lord. In the midst of our everyday life, because we know it's a lot going on, like with the internet censorship and different things like that, and then at times things seem to simmer down, like ain't too much happening, but the Lord is always stirring the Lord is always stirring the pot up, man. The Lord is always stirring the pot up. There's always so much that's going on, and that's truly under lurking, that the Most High got in store that is yet to be revealed, that we are going to see pretty soon. We know we know the mindset of the average person is not in the thought of thinking that we're in a time of war, or that they need to be prepared, they need to be geared up. But we geared up spiritually, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Because if we stay geared up spiritually, then we can't get caught naked for people to see our shame. Nobody wants to be shamed at the end of the day, especially when our big brother comes back. Who wants to be shamed at the end of the day and say that they gave up on the Lord, or say, or for the average person out there, for them to come so short and thinking they know the Lord, and then the Lord diss them. You know what I'm saying? Because they was walking naked. So therefore, they're going to see the shame, because why? They didn't believe on his men in whom he set forth before the masses of the people, man, and our people, and knowing that we're in that time of war, we have to be protected on all sides. You have to be on offense and you have to be on defense, for all things that are around you that is trying to tear down, because we are the building. The scriptures say that we are the Most High's husbandry, we are the Most High's building, 1 Corinthians 3 in line. So knowing that, we have to be protected on all sides, and in times of war, that's what you do. You protect things on all sides. While you still trying to build, or you trying to make something happen, you still trying to, protect you on all bases. So that's what we have to do. It's a job where we have to know how to multitask, and that's something that Jake did very well in the times of war, just knowing and trusting and constantly hoping and doing what's necessary, to get through certain situations that we faced, during those times. And this is a prime example here in the book of Nehemiah. And I'm gonna start off at Nehemiah 4, chapter 4, verse 11, and it says, "And our adversary said, They shall not know neither see till we come in the midst among them and slay them and cause the work to cease." Because it's always something, in a lurking that's trying to get this work to cease. On an overall scale, and as far as individually within brothers' lives, you always got Satan working in different ways, trying to get us to cease from the work. But we doing our best. All praise Yahweh Shemi Shah, and we constantly striving forward. And Lord willing, we won't be caught out there. We won't be put to shame. Lord willing that the Lord looks up on us, as a proud sons, that did the things that was pleasing unto him. Uh, Verse 12 it says, and it came to pass that when the Jews saw, when the Jews which dwelt by them came, they said unto us 10 times, from all places whence ye shall return unto us, they will be upon you. Therefore shall I set in the lower places behind the wall, on the higher places I even set the people or their families with their swords, their spears, and their bows. And I looked and rose up and said unto the nobles and to the rulers and to the rest of the people, be not ye afraid of them. Remember the Lord, which is great and terrible, and fight for your brethren, your sons and your daughters, your wives and your houses. All right. So what everybody was being prepared. But not like within today's time. Jake don't know what time it is. Now is a high time to awake out of sleep, and Jake don't know what time it is, man. We're in a time of war. We're in a time of spiritual warfare, man. What Esau has been destroying us for 400 years, man. For 400 or so years, and it's continuing on. And now we at the brink, or the cusp, of that transition of power. And Jake still don't want to wake up. Jake still don't want to rise to their rightful rulership, man. You know, and that's sad, man. That's sad. All right. So, um, yeah. Verse verse 14, and it said, verse 15, it says, and it came to pass when our enemies heard that it was known unto us, and the Most High had brought their counsel to naught, that we returned all of us to the wall, every one to his work. And it came to pass from that time forth, that the half of my servants wrought in the work, and the other half of them held both the spears, the shields, and the bows, and the habergeons, and the rulers were behind all the house of Judah. They which builded on the wall, and they that bear burdens with those that laid it, every one with one of his hands wrought in the work, and with the other hand held on the weapon, man. So, hey, that's truly whistling while you work, man. That's truly putting it in, because you got to build, but at the same time, you clutched up on that spiritual weapon, man. We know that we got to do things in the midst, and we got to walk Clark Kent, but what we always on the defense, man. And that's how we got to be. Because if we stay up on the defense, knowing the signs of the times, and knowing that Satan is constantly lurking, how can we fail? How can we fail with the trust that we have in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua? You know what I'm saying? If we truly girded about, if we stay in girded at all times, how can we lose? We got the number one power in the universe backing us, man. How can we lose? Verse 17, they which build it on the wall, and they that bear burdens with those that laid it, every one with his hands wrought in the work, and the other held on a weapon. For the builders, every one had his sword girded by his side, and so builded. And he that and he that uh and he that sounded the trumpet was by me. And I said unto the nobles and to the rulers, and to the rest of the people, the work is great and large, and we are separated upon the wall, one far from another. In what place, therefore, ye hear the sound of the trumpet, resort ye that unto us our power shall fight for us. So we labor in the work, and half of them held spears from the rising of the morning till the stars appeared. Likewise, at the same time, said I unto the people, let every one with his servant lodge within Jerusalem, that in the night they may be on guard to us and labor on the day. So neither I nor my brethren, nor my servants, nor the men of the guard which follow me, none of us put off our clothes, saving that every one put them off for washing. So they knew that they had to be round the clock with it. Because they knew what time it was, man. But Jake still can't see it, which is a damn shame, man. You know? um where do I want to go to? Yeah, Ephesians. Yeah, it's the book of Ephesians, Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. So knowing that we facing all of these things, we have to have it in our mindset to do all that we can to be able to withstand within this fight. Verse 14, stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel, above all taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High, praying always with this prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. So, hey, we're in troublesome times. At the same time, we're in beautiful times. So brothers, just stay girded. We know what the mission is. We know what's at stake. Our lives is on the line. You know, every everything is on the line because all we have is this truth. So let's just continue to do what we do, continue within this fight, man. And may your help by Shemel Shah be with us, as things continue to roll on and prophecies continue to, come to pass, and, you know, we face the end of this captivity and the beginning of our rulership. So with that, hope this segment was edifying, and I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash, the Bawanas to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lek out there doing this work of faith and live with love and true sincerity. Shalom.